Yeah, hello. In this short video, I will explain the engine of the game of Yinzi, the new release by Spielworxx by Rola and Costa. The engine of the game is the deck of cards. There are 4 identical decks of cards in the game, 12 cards each per player. And at the start of the game, you will shuffle your cards, and then you receive 3 cards per game round. So the total length of the game is for 4 game rounds. And you see, each card consists of 2 parts, an upper part and a lower part. The upper part describes how many fortune actions you will receive when you play this card. The lower part tells you how many workers you get when playing the card. And the sum of both parts is always 4. So you either have 1 fortune action and 3 workers, or here 2 and 2, or here 3 fortune actions and 1 worker. And what do you do when it is your turn? Each player also has such a player mat, and important are the 5 different actions, fortune actions you can conduct. In a turn, you can only conduct one of these 5 fortune actions once, so it's impossible to play 2 or even 3 cards to the same action, but of course it would be possible to play your cards in this way and then do these 3 actions here once. So what are these various actions? This is boat transportation, this is construct boats. Here you increase your boat transportation. You see there is a tiny boat depicted. This is plant crops on fields. This is the action sell goods at the urban market. So each province in the game has an urban market, and you sell your goods at this market. This is develop factory. You either build a new factory or you increase the level of an existing factory of yours. The maximum level is 3. And last but not least, this is choose an advancement. You place one of your discs on one of the advancement spaces on the game board. So let's assume I'm playing this card here for construct boats. Because there are 3 stripes here, I can conduct this action 3 times. Would I've played this card, I can conduct the action only once. Here I can conduct the action twice. Immediately when I place the card, I put the amount of workers depicted in the lower part on the player tableau on my mat here. So if I later do it in this way, I would place 2 workers here. Of course, in order to construct boats, I need also resources, and for all the actions I need other various things in order to perform the action. Later, let's say this was my first card played in the turn. Now it's again my turn. I can now either play one of my other cards, let's say here, I'm again placing the workers, or alternatively, I can now use the worker, or in a different case, the workers. What is important? I have to use, if I use workers from a space, all of them. So I cannot say here, I only need 1 to conduct an action, the other stays. No, I have to use all of them. There are also 5 different workforce actions in the game. They are depicted on the board. It's either take resources or produce commodities, or I supply the ships at the coast, or I help the emperor, or I try to help in the war against the enemies of China. So there are five fortune actions and 5 workforce actions. In a turn, while you are having only 3 cards, you conduct 6 actions, because you will definitely use your 3 workforce fortune actions, and of course you will also later use your 3 worker actions. The first action in a turn always has to be a fortune action, because you start without any workers. You will only get workers when you've placed your first card.